Hi everyone, I just wanted to give you a quick update on where we are in terms of remote learning and how we're going to be setting work moving forwards. Different year groups are going to be using different platforms in order to set work. For example, the youngest children are going to be using Tapestry, and as the children get older we're moving on to something called Google Classroom, which all children in the school will have access to. All of our teachers are coming to terms with how they're going to be able to work from home and the sorts of videos they're going to produce. I've asked some teachers to give us some examples of things moving forwards, just so that we can reassure you of the sort of work that's going to be set home. There's 3 examples here that I'm going to show you. The first of which is a stereotypical day in the life of Year 6, which looks at the type of work that's going to be set, how it's going to be set, just to give you a taster of what it's going to be like. I'll also link the full video below so you can get a fuller idea if you've got the time.
Good morning, Year 6. Below you'll see the tasks that you have for today. In English, you'll be creating a headline and introduction to your newspaper report on the murder of Macduff. It was dark, winter dusk. Snow lay white and shining over the pleated hills, and icicles hung from the forest trees. Snow lay piled on the dark road across Wilbury Wold.
So that video hopefully gives you an indication of the sort of thing you can expect on a day-to-day basis from the teachers. Now at the end of the day they're going to look to feed back on whatever work's been produced as much as possible after the children have submitted this work through Google Classroom, for example, or through Tapestry. Speaking of Tapestry, Miss Snedden-Jenkins has put together a really good guide for parents as to how to log in and how to use the platform, which I'll show you again a very brief moment of now. Just to give you a flavour for it, but again it's linked below if you want to see the full video.
What will it look like? Once logged in, you will see your child's observations on your home screen in a list. Selecting one of these will open up the observation for you to look at. How to create an observation. By clicking on the plus symbol in the top right corner above the list, you will be able to add an observation. When adding an observation, add relevant information into the boxes on the screen, for example the title and some notes about what you have done. You may like to add a photo or video by clicking on the buttons below. This may be an in-the-moment photo or video or one from your gallery. We may give a brief explanation for the session. There may also be links to other videos and resources you may like to use.
Hopefully you'll all agree that that looks really impressive in terms of how teachers can share work with you and how you can share what's been going on at home with us wherever we happen to be working. Now, one more thing to show you very quickly from a general teacher's point of view. We've got a whole school art competition that's going to be running, and this will be taken part by both the teachers and the children. So here's a very brief look at Mrs. O'Sullivan's video, again linked below for the full details.
Hi everybody, it's Mrs. O'Sullivan here. I'm here to set you the St Olave's Drawing Challenge, a little bit of a competition for you all to take part in over the next few weeks while you're doing some work from home. Now I've attached to this assignment a full outline of the drawing challenge so you know what you need to do. But basically I'd like you to draw 30 individual small pictures. What you need to draw is listed on the challenge and includes things like a piece of cake, superhero, something green, a knife and fork, all sorts of random things you should be able to have a quick little look at while you're working from home. The catch, a 5 centimetre square on your piece of paper. Now, not very big, is it? Now, there's 30 things on your list. I've had a little play around already. I've drawn a piece of cake, which is one of my favourite things to eat. And I've had a go at drawing an eye. And I reckon I could add a little bit more detail to both of those if I felt I wanted.
So we can't wait to see what sort of things you come up with as part of your art challenge moving forwards. One more thing, so I will be putting together some coding videos across the whole school. You'll see in the links below, and also something that you've already had sent home, how to access espresso coding, how to access the FOOs. There's one more area that we've recently bought into that is a bit of a surprise for some of our upper school children, and I'm going to be learning it with them because I've never used this before, but it seems to be the thing that every child I speak to of a certain age is obsessed with, and that is Minecraft for Education. So to access Minecraft for Education, the children need a Microsoft ID. Specifically, they need an Education Microsoft ID. Now, we have Education IDs for the whole of the upper school. If you need access to this, or if a child would like access to this before I officially launch it, if you could email via the details below, then we'll arrange for that to happen. It's very exciting. As I say, I have never used Minecraft before in my life, so I'll be sort of doing a bit of a live stream of me trying to get my head around Minecraft for Education. And just to make a point of that, actually, a lot of these videos, because we're going to be trying to produce them really, really regularly, and we're not professional YouTubers, we're professional teachers, the quality of the end, just to exactly make that point, the quality of the end product isn't always going to be perfect, word for word, perfectly cut and edited in terms of fit to go out into a cinema or to be shown on TV, etc. As teachers, a lot of us are trying to get our head around how we can use this technology in the best way possible, and for that I've made it clear to the staff that I'd rather have a rough and ready edit go out that actually goes out and gets the point across and engages the children in the best way possible, rather than trying to spend 5 hours of every day minutely editing every tiny little scene because they might have mispronounced a word or something like that. So please bear with us. As I say, we're trying our best to get our heads around it. If you have any thoughts and ideas of things that we could do like this moving forwards, if there's any demonstrations of bits of software that you'd like to be shown from home, then please let us know. Feel free to tweet at St Olave's Prep and we'll try and build them in as best as we possibly can. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for bearing with us while we try and figure everything out. And know that if it is possible for us to do something for your children remotely, you can count on us doing it. I can promise you that.